Hey, good morning, Tish.
Good morning, good sir. How are you?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good.
Just sending out the bat signal. Sending out the bat signal. Just got in. Had to take Chris to school today. It's senior skip day. I asked Calandra, I said, when they start involving the parents in senior skip day? On my
Right.
on my
That's
senior
funny.
skip day, we just had to skip and take a penitentiary chance.
Right.
I get a text yesterday, hey, tomorrow senior skip day. And Clint told him, where y'all going? What y'all doing? Just staying home. I'm like, hold up. What you mean just what is it? I can't see the name, but it was like Johnson, something Johnson. I sent you a DM. I saw you in the Discord last night, and I sent you a DM. I was asking you what's your. Let me get this together over here, cause I'm just in the middle of talking. Hold on, I just got YouTube just waiting. But I sent you a DM and asked you what's your YouTube name. What's your YouTube name? I saw you in the Discord last night, and I was like, come over here to the state popped up because I couldn't see what the name was. But I didn't. Can you hear me? Unmute and say something if you can hear me. Tish, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yo, there you go. I see you unmuted. What's your YouTube name?
Hold on. Let me look real quick.
No, not you. Who's that? Who is that? Who is that talking?
It's Roy, Indigenous Nomad.
Oh yeah. You good? Nah. The other person is you gotta. This you look at the screen right here. This you right here. Look like you got a mask on. It's a female face with a mask on right there. But I can't see the names when I'm in stream mode. It start with a J. I see that you unmuted, but I don't hear nothing. Check your settings and make sure your settings not set to push to talk. How do you check? See. Right, you're in the verified. See, you're still in the verified area, right? But I need to type in the chat. I can't hear you right, but type in the chat. What's your YouTube name? You might be on push to talk. Like if you go to settings, channel settings. Let me see here. It's verified on push to talk. I think you're in the verified thing, so you may be on push to talk. That's why I can't hear you. And I can't remember where it is. It's like my name is, yeah, your Discord name is Jermaine JJ. What's your YouTube name? Jermaine JJ. Because you're in the verified thing, so you might be on push to talk. Like I can't hear you. See, verified. Let me see here. You can view the channel, but let me see here. Let me look at another one. All right, just go here. All right, voice channel, kind of speak. Allow members to talk in the voice. If permission, disable member is default. Somebody got to unmute them. Use soundboard. Use voice activity. Allow man to speak. Okay, right here. Use voice activity. Right, so you're in verified, so that's why you can't. All right, so use voice activity. Let me click that. Save that. All right, now, so pop like go out of the voice and then come back in and then unmute and see if I can hear you now. Like exit out of the voice and then come back in, join the voice again, so I can see if I can hear you now. I just changed the settings because you're in the verified group. You're not in a tier yet because I don't know what your YouTube name is. Oh my goodness, y'all know my nerves be bad. Y'all know my nerves be bad. Hey, man, let's just get to it, man. Let's just get to it. Y'all know my nerves be bad. Y'all know my nerves be bad. Okay, so let's just get to it, man. Go in the, so if this is you right here. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, I see you DM me. Okay. All right, that's you. Okay. I saw that person join. Okay, all right. So now let's go in here. All right. Members. All right. Go there. Go there. Okay. So now you're in the right tier. Right? Exit out and then come back in and you should be able to talk. Yeah, just exit out and then come back in and you should be able to talk without any issue. You're in the right tier. And welcome to the gang. Okay. Let's get to it. Good morning, everybody. Let me do this right here. Why didn't it? Okay, there it is. Okay. So good morning, everybody. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. Now, this is not your regular Tim's Tidbits. This is the normal tape reading session that me and the mentees do on Monday. But we're doing it in a public setting because I said I was going to. I can't remember why I said I was going to do it, but I said I was going to do it, so I'm doing it. Now, before we get started, tape reading. This is not a call-out service. We are not trying to trade. I am not trying to call trades. Right? We are coming in here to study the price action in accordance with ICT concepts. If you have an issue with ICT traders, the door's over there. If you don't like using ICT concepts, the door's over there. If you got negative energy, the door's over there. So, as we're reading these candlesticks or watching these candlesticks print, don't be trying to go into trades and be like, oh, he's over. Now, when I'm doing it with the gang, I try to stay away from giving my bias, but I always end up doing it. But today, I would not give any type of bias or what I expect to happen. We are only going to read the price action, tape read the price action in accordance with the signatures that we see. We're going to say, okay, price has done this. Now it should do that. if price does this, then it should do that. We just gonna walk through it candle by candle. Now, that's right, FC. The dough over there. Now, with that out the way, let's get on the charts because it's 9:12 and the market is opening, and I see that trade I got stopped out in. I'm looking at the price action now, and that trade that I got stopped out in would have been going beautifully. But I had to get up and go start doing the adventures of Super Dad. So I trailed my stop to a point where I said, okay, I'm okay with taking this amount of money. And now I'm looking at the chart, and it would have been doing beautifully. Oh, yeah. Did I say this? My name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's Big Spot if you don't hablo Espanol. Did I say that part? If I didn't, well, I just did. All right. So, looking at Discord. Can y'all see the screen? Am I sharing the screen in Discord? Somebody let me know if I'm sharing this. Okay.
You sharing.
All right. YouTube, you should be seeing my screen. Right? Can y'all see? Yes, y'all can see my screen. It looked like y'all can see my screen. FC, can you see my screen? Oh, let me say good morning. Here to learn and share. Good morning to you. The birds are cold because it's 40 degrees in Columbus, Georgia. Buenos dias, Valentine. What up, Lump? The Black Al Davis, what's happening? Call me true. What's going on? FC said, what's up to you? Seawalk, what's going on with you? All right, them all the names I see in the chat. Tish, what's up to you in the Discord? And somebody else was in the Discord too. Who was in Discord? Ron, was it Ron? Man, you just told me my name. Let me your name. Driving right now, but in a minute. Oh, you driving. Don't be texting and driving. Miss Johnson. You just tell me your name again, bro. Did you say Ron or Ron? What you said your name was?
Roy.
Roy. I tore it all up. I knew it was an R. What's up, Roy? It said you was typing. Stop texting and typing. Stop texting and driving. All right. Let's get to it, man. If you don't know what tape reading is, what's up, Sanjay? What's going on, Sanjay? If you don't know what tape reading is, it's not what people think when they think about the tape. You got these things called the tape. It's like a you can pay for like level 2 data, and you can see like the sales, the buys and the sales, what people are doing. That's not the tape I'm talking about. When I say reading the tape, I'm talking about watching the candles print. Watching the candles print. This is a 1 minute chart right here. All right, this is a 1 minute chart right here. And like if you're gang, right? If you're watching price and you're trying to figure out what you want to do and how you want to engage, right? What do we say? We look at where we are in price, right? It looks like what? We're drawing toward that, right? So we look for opportunities to trade up into that, right? Until proven wrong, right? Until proven wrong. What proves you wrong about this right here? Where you need a little bit more information right now to figure out, because first thing you want to know is are there any higher time frame PD arrays down here that might draw price back down to it? Are there any higher time frame PD arrays right here before you get there that price may bounce off and then go down to and go up there? But right now it looks like you're in a small market maker buy model and price is drawing toward these relative equal highs, right? Price could hit that high and reverse. It could hit that high and reverse. It could hit that high and reverse, or it can hit these highs and then continue up, right? But you always want to know, where are you in price, and how do you do that? You start out at the top, right? Since this is not a weekend chart prep, we're only going up to the daily, right? We're not going to go up to the weekly. We're not going to go up to the monthly. For anyone who in the gang that's privy to my weekend chart prep, you know what's going on with my chart. The only thing that I didn't talk to y'all about was this right here, right? That's a weekly, that's an inversion fair value gap, right? That's a weekly inversion fair value gap, right? Why is it an inversion fair value gap? Because it's a BISI that we traded down and closed below, and now we're below that weekly BISI, right? That's an inversion fair value gap. And you notice I got reclaim with a question mark, right? Who in the gang wanna Michelle Tucker? What's up, Michelle? Who in the gang wanna take a stab at why I got reclaim with a question mark right there on this weekly inversion fair value gap, right? Who want Tish? Take a stab at it, Tish. You in the Discord. Unmute and take a stab at it.
I am not sure.
Don't be shy. Hold on. Let me put my headphones on so it won't be echoing when you talk. Don't be shy.
I'm really not sure. I don't know much about the reclaim order block, fair value gaps.
What do it mean when you reclaim something?
That it traded through it, it did its job, and then you come back to it and trade off it again.
Look at that. You talking about you don't know. You already explained it to the people just like that. Say it again, right? You traded through it, made an inversion. You know what I'm saying? And then you get back on the side where it's supposed to be doing its job, so you're reclaiming it. There is two different ways you can reclaim. Remember, you can reclaim by trading away from it and then coming back to it, or you can reclaim by inverting it and then getting back on the right side of it and reclaim it, right? So look at you all over it. Now, this is a weekly, right? This is a weekly inversion fair value gap. Let's go to the weekly, right? Right? When am I got reclaim question mark, right? When am I going to know if this is a reclaim, if they're going to use this as a reclaim or maybe use this as a reclaim fair value gap? When am I going to know that, right? When am I going to know if this is a reclaim, right?
When
This is a when it say what?
I'm sorry. Were you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Oh,
when
okay.
when will I know
Get
that?
back on top of it,
And then what?
and then come back and use it.
Not come back and use it, but I won't come back and use it. Yeah, they're using it, but when will I know there's a potential to be used as a reclaim? When it get back on top of it and what?
I'm stuck.
And on what time frame? Right? This is a weekly fair value gap.
Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Somebody phone a friend. Somebody help out. She said when it get back up on top of it, and when it get back up on top and do what? Right? It's a weekly fair value gap. Right? What time frame are we going? What are we looking for? Right? When it get back up on top of it and do what? And what time frame? Giving you all the clues in the world. Phone a friend. Ain't no respect it on the weekly. What does that mean? Right? What does that mean? Use it as support is the second part here to learn and share. Valentine, you on the right path. Respect it on the weekly. What does that mean? Right? Right? Once once price gets back up on top of it, no diddy, right? And then what do we want to see it do up here? And on what time frame? No, not go down 2 time frames, right? So this is a weekly PD array. What time frame do we want to watch, right? Not use it to, that's later. That's later, before that even happens. And close. Look at Hines pulling up with the hard hitting phone a friend. What's up, Hines? Right? So when you get back above it and the weekly candle closes above it, now I'm like, okay, we can possibly use this as a reclaim fair value gap because it's a weekly PD array. So we're looking for the weekly close of this candle in reference to that PD array. Remember, whatever time frame your PD array is on, that's the time frame when you're looking for the candle closure to see if it's respecting it or disrespecting it. It matters not what a daily time frame does here. It matters not what a 4 hour, an hour, a whatever. It matters what the weekly candle, this weekly candle right here, what it does in reference to that PD array, because it's a weekly fair value gap. Got it? Got it, Tish?
Yes, sir.
All right. Makes sense. All right. Okay. Keep clicking that. Put that there. Put that there. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. So, back to the daily, right? So, are we on the... No, back to the... What am I doing? What am I doing? Why didn't it... Oh, I was on the wrong screen. Now I'm putting dots all over the place. I'm like, why is not responding? But the cursor, I had clicked on another screen. All right. Daily. So, now, looking at the daily chart, right? We have the new week opening gap from here. That's from here. We got a new week opening gap. That's from this week. I see right here, we traded down to the new date opening gap from Friday, right? And the new date opening gap from Friday would have been there, right? We traded down and through that, right? Made it down to the new date opening gap from Friday. Traded through that. I'll leave that on the chart for a second. Okay. This the high and low from Friday right there. Key levels of liquidity, right? I don't know why this is showing on the daily time frame when it says it's a 4-hour wick. So let's go and fix that. Right, this is a 4-hour wick. There, that's that wick there from Thursday at 6 a.m. Right, as a premium PD array. Right, watching that premium PD array, I had that marked. So if price got animated above this high, what I want to see it react off of, this premium wick, right? And then price was coming down to the downside. I didn't have anything marked on the 4-hour to the downside besides the low, right? I didn't have the new day opening gap marked out because it hadn't come into, it wasn't nowhere near that, and I wasn't watching the chart, so I didn't really care about it. But since it traded down to it, now I put it there. All right. On the 4-hour time frame, right, we're just in a big consolidation. Right now we're just in a big consolidation. Right now in the 4-hour time frame, we've traded above this high right here. Right now, overall the market has been bullish. Right, overall the market has been bullish. Right, we are in a market maker buy model. Right, so if you are looking to trade and you only want to trade in the direction of the bias, right, you will be looking for reasons to buy. Right, you will be looking for reasons to buy. You only want to buy at key levels, but you will be looking for reasons to buy because we're in a market maker buy model. Right, if you like to trade both ways, you can look for reasons to sell, but you only want to look for reasons to sell in a lower time frame market maker sell model. Right, and look to only hold it for shorter runs. You don't want to try to hold it for large runs. Now, that's the bias. The bias has been overall bullish. We're in a market maker buy model, right? And we haven't completed that market maker buy model, right? Because this is our initial consolidation, right? We haven't completed that model yet. So the bias is bullish. You will be looking for reasons to buy if you only want to trade with the bias, right? We're on the right side of the market maker buy model. Okay. Now on the 4-hour time frame, right? We've taken out buy side liquidity here, right? We came up, taking out buy side liquidity, right? Forced traders in long, right? Price immediately dropped down and took their stops, took them out of the game, right? So now we're back inside an area of consolidation, right? We can see that this is a area of fair value to the algorithm because we consolidated here, right? We forced traders in, took traders out, and then we consolidated there, right? This is an area of fair value for the algorithm. Right now, since we're still at this area of fair value in the short term, right? What should your bias be, right? Should you be bullish, neutral, or bearish, right? Right now. Oh yeah, this gonna be class participation time today, baby. Right? What's up, Lil Hulk? Right here, we're right here at an area of fair value. So right at this moment in time, should you be bullish, neutral, or bearish?
Neutral.
Neutral. Very good. And why should you be neutral? Where are we?
Because we're at equilibrium.
Yeah, but what you got to sing it. Where we let the grandbaby sing it with you, right? Where we at, right? If we right there at 50%, where are we? Sing it with your best Boys to Men voice. You better sing it.
In the middle of the road.
You got to sing it.
I forget the melody.
In the middle of the road. We're in the middle of the road right now. Short term, we're in the middle of the road. We want price to give us something. We want price to like show us, hey, it's ready to move. So on this 4-hour time frame, we're in the middle of the road, right? Okay. Now go down to the 15-minute. Yeah, we going 2 time frame. I jumped 2 time frames down. Y'all can see I was up this morning doing a little bit of trading because I got some stuff on my chart. Right? Let's move this here. Let's move that there. I'll take that out of there. I'll leave that there. All right, I'll leave that there because we haven't touched that. I don't need this. That was a 1-hour balance price range. That's the new day opening gap that it traded down to. Okay, so on the 15-minute, market about to open in 1 minute. So on the 15-minute, we are in a discount as far as the overnight for the entire daily range of the day. We're right at equilibrium. So we're still in the middle of the road. We're still in the middle of the road, even on the 15-minute time frame. So we're still in the middle of the road, right? We're right there at equilibrium for the entire overnight range, right? So tracking, everybody know where we at. And here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The market is open. If you're going to trade, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take a copious amounts of notes so you can go back and study what you saw today and apply it to your future trading endeavors. Thank you. All right. So that's where we are. I don't really have anything I want to mark out on the 15-minute time frame. We got these relative equal highs for buy side there. We've offered sell side delivery. We've offered buy side delivery, and we've come back above this consolidation right here. So, and now we're leaving that area. So now the market is giving us this right here as a potential balanced price range. So we're going to mark this out here as a change in state of delivery right there. Right? Change in state of delivery. We're marking that out as change state of delivery. Why are we marking that out as change state of delivery, Tim? Because we have consecutive down close candles here for this range from that high to that low, and we trade back above that, and now that right there is an order block, and we just traded up to those relative equal highs and have taken those relative equal highs relatively quickly. Now, going into the regular trading hours, right, we are quickly pushing up into 50% of that opening range, and that 70% statistic has been played out right there. So that 70% statistic of trading back to consequent encroachment of the opening range, which is right here, right? That statistic has played out. 70% of the time, the market in the first 30 minutes in the opening range, the market will trade back to 50% of the opening range gap, and that's what that is there. How do you get your opening range gap? You get your opening range gap from the closing price. Get it right? Right there. I had it marked wrong. Right there, we traded up to it. From the closing price on the prior day, right, which is here. That's the closing price on the prior day. The New York closing price for regular trading hours. I changed the thing to regular trading hours down here in the corner. Let me turn on my fancy dancy. I don't know what I just clicked. Regular trading hours. It takes away the overnight trading. You mark the closing candle from the 414 candle, 415 is the close of that candle, right? And then you mark the 930 candle from the day. Then you turn electronic trading hours back on, and that gives you your opening range gap, right? We have traded up to 50% of that opening range gap. And that's been done, right? Now we've come back down to the change in the state of delivery, came back down to this BISI right here, right? When we said we're looking at this right here below, we're looking at all this down here as a balanced price range, right? Price traded back down into the change in the state of delivery. I'm sorry I keep moving around, but I'm trying to get everything in the screen so you can see it, right? This was our change in state of delivery that we marked out. Price moved back down to that BISI, came down. The consequent encroachment of that BISI came down to that order block right there. Right, dipped like one tick below that order block inside this fair value gap, then pushed back up. All right. So now the market, we have come back and poked above these highs, looking at this range here, right? Now you're watching to see if the market, if the algorithm uses this as the completion of this market maker buy model and wants to move into a market maker sell model, or if it will use it as just a area of reaccumulation and use it as a area of reaccumulation for a larger market maker buy model, right? And for anybody who don't understand what an area of reaccumulation is inside a market maker buy model, right? As we're coming down, right? As we're coming down, you can have areas of distribution, right? Come down, you have an area of distribution, have an area of distribution, have an area of distribution, right? And then you come over here, you got an area of reaccumulation, come back there, you can have an area of reaccumulation, come back here, you can have an area of reaccumulation, and then move to the terminus of the market maker buy model. So you have distribution there, area of distribution there, distribution there, distribution there, smart money reversal, right? Low risk buy, reaccumulation, right? Reaccumulation, reaccumulation, and then terminus, right? On the right side of the model, you add the re to the right. So coming down is distribution, up is accumulation. If you're on the left side of the model, it's either distribution or accumulation. If you're on the right side of the model, it's either redistribution, like this market maker sell model. This will be redistribution for this market maker sell model. This will be distribution for this market maker buy model, right? Then this would be reaccumulation for this market maker buy model, and this would be accumulation for this market maker sell model, right? You ain't know you was gonna get a little education today too on this tape reading session. If somebody on Algo's internet charging you $19.99 for this. Okay, so we came down to the change in state of delivery, push back up. Now we got the possibility of creating a BISI here, right? Oh, this is what I was going to say. When we look for the buy program to stay intact, you want to see that consequent encroachment stay intact. Right now, we are this right here is looking to be displacement to the upside because we came down to the change of state of delivery. Then we pushed up to the midnight high. We've come to a key level, right? The midnight high, and we're trading back to the new week opening gap, right? So there it is again. the magnets for price. What are the magnets for price? Right? The new week opening gap is a magnet for price. Right? We were trading below the new week opening gap. Right? We said that we were in a buy model. Right? We traded down to the change in the state of delivery into the 1 minute fair. Okay, is Kashaya on here? Kashaya, if you're on here or if you're looking at this later, this goes into what we talked about. Was it last night on the Q&A? Right here, right? So this, right, is Kashaya in here? She's not. Tish, I'm picking on you today, right? Unmute right here. What this right here is a 15-minute time frame, right? So this right, what did we say this was right here? We marked it out. What was this right here? This was our what?
Our changing state of delivery.
Changing state of delivery, right? And so this was on our 15-minute time frame. What is our 15-minute time frame, right? The 4 hour is our,
our
15
time frame.
And that's our what? This is our what? That's our structure time frame, right? So
Yes.
our 4 hour is our narrative time frame. Our 15-minute is our structure time frame, and the 1 minute is our what? Entry time frame. Okay, so we marked out a change in state delivery on the structure time frame, right? So now that the structure time frame has given us a change in state delivery, right? We look at our entry time frame. Now, since we're on the entry time frame, what would make this fair value gap a place to that we want to enter? Because where is it? It's located where? In reference to our higher time frame. Price right here. Where did price come back down to here? Right? When price came back down here, it's coming back to this fair value gap, but in reference to our higher time frame, what is it coming back to?
It's coming back to our ARP.
It's coming back to our ARP. Right? What's an ARP? ARP is an anticipatory reactionary point. That's an area where we're anticipating price to do something. We want price to be supported. We want price to be resisted. We want price to reverse. We want price to do something. So on our structured time frame, this is an ARP, right? So on our structure time frame, right, we want price to trade away and then later on the 15-minute come back down and do something here if the narrative hasn't changed. But since we're intraday traders, once our structure time frame gives us an ARP, right, we can go to our entry time frame and look for PD arrays that we want to trade off of. Right? So since we're looking for PD arrays we want to trade off of, we don't want to just come in there and say, oh, I want to trade off of this 1 minute fair value gap. No, we want to look for fair value gaps, breakers, order blocks, whatever we can when price comes back into our structure ARP. Right? That's on a 15-minute time frame, right? That's the only thing we marked out because we said we offered sell side delivery, buy side delivery. We want to see the algorithm treat this as a balanced price range. That's our change of state of delivery. That's where we're looking for something, right? Come back down, fair value gap, right there, order block, right there. If you like to dig into the weeds, breaker right there. I don't like to dig into the weeds of the consolidation. I just look for the order block, right? But we did make a lower low right there, okay? And then what's my favorite signature in price, right? What's my favorite signature in price, right? What do we look for? I'm picking on you, Tish. We're consolidating here. What's my favorite signature in price? What do I want to see the algorithm do?
Take people out to pull them in.
Put them in to take them out. Very good. Right? We came down here. When we went below this low, what did we do? Right? We triggered what?
Those are sell stops.
Yes, we triggered sell stops, right? People that want to break out, they're sitting right here to go short. So when we dip below there, we trigger sell stops in. And then what did price do? Price immediately. See, this is the signature I like. Trigger the sell stops, then immediately, boom, bust them in the head, right? Right? So the algorithm triggered them in, took them out, right? Now I'm saying, oh, I like that signature there. Put them in, took them out. Now, when it gives me a bullish reason to go in, because we're bullish, right? So I want to see it trick them in, take them out, and now give me something to trade off of. My ARP on the 15 minute, right? It gave me a fair value gap right there at my ARP. So when price comes back down on the 1 minute, I feel comfortable participating and going back to where my draw on liquidity, that magnet of the new week opening gap, that magnet of the midnight opening price, that magnet of these relative equal highs that we had marked out on the chart beforehand. And yes, this stuff does work. Man, we ain't even making it 10 o'clock. This right here was gold. You feel me? This was gold. Oh, let me do my screenshot so we can, I forgot to do the screenshots, gang. I'm sorry. Let me do my screenshot. Okay, let's go to 15 minute. Right, so 15 minute. This is our change the state of delivery. Right, this is our change the state of delivery. Let me make this big. All right, change the state of delivery. This was the sell side. Right, and this was the relative equal highs. Right, and then new week open the gap at midnight price. Okay, so do that there. Screenshot. Okay, so this is the 15 minute. Where y'all at? Okay, so the one I just put in the Discord, that's the 15 minute, showing all the key points, right? Again, for those that want to download it and take notes, on the 15 minute, we said we offered sell side delivery, we offered buy side delivery, and then we traded above those down close candles. So we're looking for price to treat this as a balanced price range, and this was our change in the state delivery on the 15 minute, right? So this was the magnet for price, the new week opening gap. We got our relative equal highs that we had marked out, looking for us to drop into, because we had already said that we were in a market maker buy model. Price at the time was trading at equilibrium, so we were sitting neutral until price gave us something to go off of, and then once price gave us something to go off of, that's when we started to act. Right, that's when we start to act on price. Right, looking for reasons to buy. Right, we came off. We look for reasons to buy. Okay, that's the 15 minute. So 1 minute. Right, 1 minute. We come down to the 1 minute time frame. We have the bullish fair value gap here. All right, 1 minute bullish fair value gap there. Okay, we got a 1 minute order block there, right? This is also what, right? This 1 minute order block on this time frame right here. This is also what, that 1 minute order block. What is that? Talking to you, Tish. Right. This is also what.
Is that a change in state of delivery?
Yes, it is. That's a change in state of delivery because price traded down here, right? Took out sell side and then displaced up when it traded above that candle right there. That's the change in the state of delivery from bearish to bullish, right? That's a change in the state of delivery also. But this change in the state of delivery, I'm not calling it a change in the state of delivery because this is just an order block. Why? Because this is my change in the state of delivery from the higher time frame. So this let me know that price is ready to go up. That's my change in state of delivery. On this time frame, I'm just calling this an order block because the order block is just the opening price. I mean, the change in state of delivery is just the opening price of the order block. But this, calling this the change in state of delivery, in my mind, is not quite correct because this right here is just it's in the midst of all of this right here, right? That right there is the true change in state delivery in my mind, right? So now you got an order block there, right? For anyone who trades order blocks, bullish. Come on, Tim. bullish order block. Okay. 1 minute. 1 minute busy. Okay. All right. Try to bring this over here, and then the relative equal highs. We can see that there. Trying to bring as much as I can in the screen without making it too. All right. Okay, so got our right there, this right here. Let's mark this out for those who trade that there. No, wrong candle. So this right here, when we traded above there, right? I don't want to mark two lines, right? I don't want to mark two lines. So 296. Let's just go to 300. All right. So right there, right, when we trade above this here, that's your breaking market structure right there. Right. So for anybody who trades all of these different like PD arrays and all of that right there, right? This right here would be your bullish breaker right there. Right? That's your bullish breaker right there. Okay. All right. So you got a bullish breaker here. You got a bullish order block here. Right there, I'm sorry. Bullish, that line is for the bullish order block, right? This is your bullish order block there. And yeah, I'll do it like this. I'm gonna do a more zoomed out view so you can see it, right? I'm gonna do a zoomed out view so you can see it and take notes, right? And then I'm gonna do a more squeezed up view so you can see the delivery up top and how price moved up to the new week opening gap and the midnight price. And since this is looking like the fair value gap is the order block, let's do this right here. Because when I squeeze it up, it looked like the fair value gap is the order block. Okay, that's better. And that right there was the opening range gap. And that, we see the opening range gap. The consequent encroachment of open range gap lined up with them relative equal highs is right there at the same spot. So that was confluence on that draw, right? You got this relative equal highs, and with relative equal highs, when the high on the right is lower than the high on the left, that make them high probability. Same thing with the lows, when the low on the right is higher than the low on the left, That's but when the high is lower than that high, that make them high probability. When the low is higher than that low, that make them high probability. And as we see, price is still continuing in the buy program for now because we are still respecting discount PD arrays and pushing through premium PD arrays, right? Push through the buy side, push through the buy side, respect the fair value gap, right? We don't have any fair value gap over here, so right now we're sitting there at consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap, right? But right now the buy program is still intact for the NASDAQ. Oh, I didn't do the screenshot. I'm sorry. Let me push this back up. Move that over there. All right. There's a squeezed up screenshot here so you can see it to the delivery of the price. All right. Anybody got anything for me? Anybody got anything for me? 51 minutes. We've been on here for an hour, and then we take out the buy side again. Buy program still intact thus far. Let's go in and look and see what's our next level of liquidity. All right, we got this high right here. I won't mark this. We already touched it. Too late. I was going to say I won't mark this as relative equal highs, even though there's a relative equal high there, but this high is higher than that high, so I'll just mark that as buy side liquidity, right? I would just mark this right here as buy side liquidity, right? But I will mark this or this as relative equal highs, because there's a high that's a little lower than that that's relatively equal to that, right? So I'll mark that as relative equal highs. But down here, I will just mark that as buy side, and I will mark that as buy side because there's a little bit of distance in between those, right? But we already touched that one, so the next one I would just mark there because we touched it before I can even talk about it. So let's pop up to our structure time frame, right? Looking at our structure time frame, we got 5 minutes left on this candle here. So on this time frame, I would only be looking at this area up here, right? Paying attention to this swing high right there, but I will only be paying attention to the prior day's high on the 15-minute time frame. That's the only thing I'll be paying attention to. Now, what would I be watching? Since we're extended like this right here, I'm not interested in trying to buy anything unless we trade it back down into what is this right here? Tish, I'm calling you. Right? What would this right here be? We can even use that because it's got a higher high, right? But what would this be right here?
You are picking on me because I'm not sure.
Right here, we got. Let's walk through it. Right? We come here. We make a high, make a low, make a higher high. What's gonna be right over here?
Our breaker.
A bullish breaker, yes, right. And I say we can use and see when you inside that consolidation area there, right? We got that higher high right there, but it's like pulling like straws because this right here is inside the whole body of that candle right there, and that has the higher high, right? So price. Oh, in overall sense, price came down, price went up, price went down, right? Then price went up. So now they're in the exact same spot. So who cares which candle you, in this case, which candle you pick out? No, don't get into arguments. There's the breaker. There's the breaker. It's in consolidation. Who cares if it's a breaker there or not? Price came down, made a high, low, higher, high. What's inside there? There's a breaker there, right? So I wouldn't be interested in buying unless price traded back down, right, into this imbalance, right? We got 2 minutes and 48 seconds left, right? So we'll have a BISI right there, right? We've offered sell side delivery, we've offered buy side delivery, and we're up above this area. We don't want to see price trying to dig all down into this area right here, right? If it's truly bullish, we want to see it retrace back down into the imbalance, maybe make it to the breaker, and then get it gone, right? So I will be looking for price to pull back down, right? Since this right here is a balanced price range, and price has shown us that this is a balanced price range and is done with it, right? So I'll be looking at this area right here as the range where I want to see activity in, right? From this low to that high, because price has already shown us that this is a balanced price range and it was done with it when it left right there, right? So if this is a balanced price range because we offer sell side and buy side, right, we just consolidated here. So now this right here has offered buy side and sell side. And what did price do when we got back to this right here? What does price do with a balanced price range? It's going to either use it as support or resistance, or it's going to do what to it, Tish?
Is that when it cut through it like butter?
Cut through it like butter. And what did price do right here? One fell swoop right through there, right? Cut through it like butter, right? So now it's showing us, yes, that is a balanced price range, right? It's just giving us clues. This is a balanced price range. So we haven't hit our target, and if the buy program is still intact, I want to see price come back down to the imbalance, maybe make it to the breaker. Why? Because the breaker's job is to stop price from coming down, let the algorithm know, hey, you just hit a bullish order block, stop, right? This is the price right there. You just hit 20,450, 450. Don't go too far down, right? Don't go too far down. How far down can it go and still be okay? We got mean threshold right there of the breaker. We don't want to see price closing on a 15-minute basis down below that mean threshold of that breaker. That's showing too much weakness. We want to see it hit it and get it, right? I'm tired of running my mouth now, unless somebody got something. What's up, Calio? 950 macro is macroing. Yes, it is, Father Legend. We didn't even talk about the macros today. We didn't need to talk about the macros because price was doing what it's supposed to do in a buy program. So we didn't even get to macros. Maybe if we do another public tape reading session, we might talk about macros if price give us the opportunity to. Deborah, I see you pulled up in the Discord. Do you have something for me? Why?
No, sir, I'm good.
Why can I see your full name, but I can't see nobody else's full name, Deborah?
Because I'm special.
Okay, that's what Sherman said. Sherman said, "Damn my baby." Okay. Anybody else in the Discord got something? Roy, you got something? Take the silence as a no. Miss Johnson, you got something? I know, yes, breaker, Miss Johnson, very good. Miss Johnson, you got something? You said earlier you was driving and couldn't. No. Okay, who is this other J? I can't see this other. Who is this other J? My bad, I'm at work. Okay then. That's Roy at work. Who is this other J? I can't see this other J either. Who is that? No, you ain't got nothing. Who is it? I can't see. Who are you? I can't. All I see is J. Who is that? J Rock. That's J Rock. Okay. What's up, J Rock? All right. Y'all need to put some pictures on here so I know who you are. Or get special like Deborah where you can see your own. All right, man. That's it, man. That's it. We came, we saw, we read price, right? We looked at what Price got going on and what little Timmy Rogers would be interested in participating in and what he won't be interested in participating in, right? We're treetop tall right now, so I'm not trying to chase anything. We barely poked above that buy side, right? So I would like to see it dig up into that prior day's high, but I would only want to participate if it pulled back and got down below that equilibrium right there and came into this order block or breaker or fair value gap to give opportunity to buy in a discount, right? That's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Again, if this was your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, this ain't your regular Tim's Tidbit. This is a tape reading session that me and the mentees do every Monday. Mentees, I put the screenshots in the Discord. They're in the regular voice. They're not in the mentee voice. They're in the regular voice. If you want to download the screenshots and take notes on the screenshots, just run it back to those points and times when I was talking about the screenshot, and you can annotate your notes in a language that makes sense to you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the session. Yes, hit the like button. I don't never say stuff like that. Hit the like button. Share it with your friends. Shout out Miss Johnson for joining the mentorship. As long as somebody's in the mentorship, we're going to do tape reading on Mondays, homework reviews on Wednesdays, and second Sunday Q&As. That's the specific times for the mentees. That's 9 o'clock on Mondays, 7 p.m. on Wednesday, and 7 p.m. on the second Sunday. And Wednesday is called homework review, but the homework is from the mentorship videos. It's 19 of them. So if you got any questions about any of that homework, that's what it's for, right? And then Sunday Q&As, you get privy to the first Sunday, the second Sunday, and the third Sunday because you're the highest level. First Sunday is the gold members, black spiders, and the mentees. Second Sunday is just mentees. Third Sunday is black spiders and the mentees, right? So it's plenty of opportunities to pick my brain. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I just share my thoughts on how these ICT concepts work. They work for me, right? For anybody that's watching that's not part of the gang and you don't believe in the ICT concepts, hey, no harm, no foul. You know, they work for me. It's the best thing I've ever seen. It's not the first thing I traded. I've traded other stuff I've learned from other people, but this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life, and it works for me, and this is the only thing I will trade from now on until the Lord see fit to call me home to glory. Anyway, man, if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, share it with one of your friends, tell them to come holler at us tonight and Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, unless it's football Friday, we do the price action, intraday price action recap. So y'all pull up tonight at 7 o'clock, and we're going to be doing the price action recap. We're going to talk about what Price did all day today. Since we did tape reading today, we might just talk about from 10 o'clock on, because we already talked about from last night until now, right? Ain't no need to beat the dead horse. You can look at this if you want to know about that. So we'll probably just talk about from 10 o'clock on in the price action recap tonight. All right, man. Y'all be easy. Again, Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. You welcome, Seawalk, a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's Big Spider. If you don't hablo Espanol, I see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be safe. I ain't these trading streets. I'm gone.